TCI Channel 63 presents the TCI Sports High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Tonight, we're in Rochester Hills at Northwest High School for a game between the Northwest Crusaders and the Clarenceville Trojans. Hi, I'm Dave Jones along with Scott Gunther, and tonight we have a game between the Northwest Crusaders and the Clarenceville Trojans. This is their second meeting of the year. The first game was a very close one with the Clarenceville Trojans pulling it out by 3 points.
Well, the Trojans had to fight back from a 22-point deficit in the last game, and this time they feel they'll be a little better prepared for the fast break attack that Northwest sends at them.
Okay, Northwest is missing their leading scorer. How is that affecting the team, Scott?
Well, they lost him one game prior to the Clarenceville game last time, so they were kind of in a transition period. This game, I think they've adjusted well without him. I think the team players have stepped up, some of the underclassmen, and I think they're ready for a better game this time.
Okay, both coaches have talked about man-to-man pressure, up-tempo game. Can we look for a high-scoring game, you believe?
I think we'll definitely see a high-scoring game. Northwest has over 5 players that are averaging more than 10 points a game, and Clarenceville has 3 players, all very high scorers. I think we'll see a very exciting game today.
Okay, it should be a good game tonight. We'll be back with the tip-off right after these messages. Okay, we're back here at Northwest High School in Rochester Hills for tonight's game between the Northwest Crusaders and the Clarenceville Trojans. I'm Dave Jones along with Scott Gunther. And here are the records for Clarenceville. Last year they were 9-11 overall. In the league they were 4-4 and 15-6 overall for Lutheran Northwest. And for this year, Clarenceville is 6-3 in the league and 9-5 overall. Northwest is also 6-3 in the league and 9-5 overall. And the coaches for both teams, for the Clarenceville Trojans, the head coach is Rob White.
And for the Northwest Crusaders, Tim Lawhead.
And now for your Crusaders. Starting at guard, Steve Lemon.
And that's Clarenceville's coach.
That's the assistant coach for Lutheran Northwest right there, Jeff Robertson, his first year helping out with the team.
Ryan Sheldon. At forward, Jeremy Harrison.
And we're now getting the introductions of the starting lineups.
And the other forward, Jason Rubel.
And we can look to see an up-tempo game between these two teams. The last time they played, Scott, they ended up scoring in the 70s. It was a 75-72 game with the Trojans pulling it out by 3 points.
Northwest likes to run. You're definitely going to see a real up-tempo game today. They've scored over 100 points in 3 games this year, and are always looking to do it again.
And Northwest likes to bring with the man-to-man pressure, try to keep an up-tempo game, and to run with the ball.
Clarenceville, there's Clarenceville's coach right there, Rob White, and he told us before the game that he enjoys a man-to-man also. And I think they're going to go right head-to-head. Nobody's backing down from this contest today.
And I think we're going to see a really good game because both teams think they're strong offensively. Clarenceville's coach, Rob White, said that he doesn't think that Northwest can really handle them offensively. So they're going to go right at the bucket and try to bring the points. Here are the lineups for tonight's game. The starting lineup for Clarenceville. We have the cousins, Collage, John Collage, and Mark Collage, McEwen, Eva Zai, and Scarelli. Then for Lutheran Northwest, Lemke, Rubel, Orwich, Sheldon, and also Harrison. And the game is underway, and the Trojans have come away with the tip. And out front, that's Mark Collage with the ball. Number 33 now handling out front, that's John Collage. We have cousins on this Trojans team, John Collage and Mark Collage, and there's Mark Collage with the ball.
They're showing good patience so far.
Trojans moving it around out front.
And there's a steal by Brad Ulrich.
And the Crusaders come away with the ball, going right into the hole, 3-pointer. Comes off the rim. Offensive rebound, the bucket goes in, and we'll have a chance for a three-point play by Mark Scarelli.
Jason Rubel stepping up to the line there for the Crusaders. Went in strong for the offensive rebound that time. Good start for him.
That was Jason Rubel with the offensive rebound and putting the bucket in, so we have a chance for a three-pointer here.
Nothing but net.
And it looks like the Trojans lost the ball out of bounds, so we'll go to the Crusaders.
Go. Corners. Hey, corner.
And that's Rubel with the ball out front. Jamie Harrison now handling it for the Crusaders. Tries to feed it inside, but the ball is stolen by Mark Scarelli of the Trojans. The Trojans come down. That's Collage on the inside. Puts it up, tips it, and doesn't get it. Gets his rebound.
Oh, beautiful.
Goes back up, and it's in.
Beautiful effort there.
And the Crusaders pass the ball on the inside. Rebound comes down to the Trojans. Mark Scarelli handling the ball out front for the Trojans. That's McEwen. Passes inside to Collage. Collage draws the foul. He'll go to the line for two.
Collage looks like he's already starting out to have a game. You can see Collage working underneath to try to get position. Keeps his man off and definitely goes up, nailed on the arm.
So the early scoring here is 3-2 in favor of the home team. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Collage is at the line for the Trojans, shooting two. And he misses the first shot. And Scott Collage is one of the top scorers for the Clarenceville Trojans, and he's trying to get on track early here.
He averaged 22 points per game this year and had 28 last time these two teams met. Could definitely be a key factor in this one tonight.
And here the Crusaders now bringing the ball up into their half-court offense. Going inside, making the move and getting the shot blocked. That was Brent Smith.
Strong block by Mario Ivagi.
Going inside to Collage. Beautiful feed to McEwen. Oh, and McEwen made a nice feed to Mario Ivagi.
He got the roll.
Jeremy Harrison handling out front now for the Crusaders. And the Crusaders moving the ball. Going inside. Nice feed. Shot goes down. And that's Jason Rubel with the bucket.
Jason Rubel wide open on the far side. Goes up strong, concentrating the whole way. That's the way to do it. Rubel's really had to step up this season since the midseason injury of Matt Curley, the Crusaders' top scorer. He was averaging 20 points a game when he had a knee injury.
Okay, Scarelli comes away with the rebound. He pushes the ball up, goes all the way. Offensive rebound comes down to John Collage. There's Mark Collage handling out front. Ball's on the floor, and the Crusaders come away with it.
Crusaders are fighting against a disadvantage in height right now. Gonna have to come out shooting.
And Ryan Sheldon handles the ball out front. The ball goes out of bounds, and the Crusaders will keep it. Steve Lemke will inbound now for the Crusaders. Oh, he tried a nice little alley-oop play there that didn't work. And Scarelli comes down with the ball. Spots up for three, puts it down.
Yeah, beautiful touch on that one by Scarelli.
Inside to Brent Smith. Makes a fake, goes up strong. And there's Mark Collage with the rebound, but he has it stolen away by Ryan Sheldon.
Crusaders just haven't got on track yet tonight. They're still struggling with their set offense.
And Scarelli handles the ball out front for the Trojans. Once away, going all the way down the lane, but he missed the layup.
Crusaders looking for the fast break now.
There's Ryan Sheldon inside to Smith. Smith makes a beautiful up and under move. He gets 2. And the Crusaders came with a little bit of full court pressure at that time. Scarelli passes it to McEwen. McEwen lays it up off the rim. It comes off. Crusaders now on a fast break. And that was Jeremy Harrison going all the way, but not getting the bucket. Scarelli calls for traveling.
Rebounds seem to be a big factor in this game right now. Clarenceville having 9, with the Crusaders only getting 2. But on the other hand, Clarenceville's already turned the ball over 5 times.
Okay, bringing the ball up for the Crusaders, Ryan Sheldon. Jeremy Harrison out front to Brent Smith. Here's Sheldon in the corner. Harrison spotting up for 3. He gets it.
You got to watch this Northwest team from the three-point line. They love to light it up from out there.
Mark Collage driving the baseline, puts it up. No shot, says the referee. Beautiful drive by Mark Collage, but he didn't get the bucket. Referee says the foul was on the floor.
Smith just did not establish position here. You can see that very, very easily. You got to get in front of the man, and you got to stay still.
And we've got 3 minutes and 26 seconds to go here in this first quarter. It's a 10-8 score, the home team leading. Beautiful feed inside to Mark Collage. He puts it down. That was a nice pass by Mark Scarelli.
Collage is wide open on that one. They have got to shut him down.
Lemke from out front. Beautiful shot.
He is a really streaky player, and if he gets on fire, the Trojans are going to have a handful.
And that was Lemke putting down the three-pointer to put his team up by 3. 13-10. Once again, the Crusaders coming with that full court pressure, and they get the steal. Another 3 that didn't go, and the clock is not started.
Not running. The clock is not running.
And we've had about a good 30, 35 seconds go by without the clock running. Scoring for the Trojans, that was John Collage coming down with a nice double pump move in the lane. Lemke out front. Here's Lemke once again. He puts it down. Another three-pointer.
Look out, Trojans. Look out.
Oh, and they get the steal on the full court pressure. Lemke once again.
That one was off of Sheldon. That was off of Sheldon.
Steve Lemke is on fire here in the first quarter, leading his team to a 6-point lead.
If he starts to feel it, his confidence builds, and he just gets better and better as the game goes on.
And the Trojans.
You can see this time, tried a little bit of a difficult pass underneath, but Sheldon just got his hand on it, going out of bounds off the Crusaders.
And Scarelli spotted up for a three-pointer, did not go down.
Ulrich had nice position on that rebound and pulled it down.
And that was Brad Ulrich, the center for the Northwest Crusaders, coming down with the rebound. Ulrich inside, beautiful move.
The other end, give him 2.
Oh, a
Harrison
nice steal by Harrison.
Break.
And it looks like the home team wants to run away with it early. They've opened up a 10-point lead here. 22-12 with 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Clarenceville had to call a timeout there. The things were running away from them. Both these teams. You can see Ulrich going up strong on this one after hustling down, getting the rebound himself. This whole team likes to run. And here's Harrison with a steal, laying it up for 2 more. Both these teams like the up-tempo, and it's favoring Northwest right now.
Okay, let's go down to the Clarenceville huddle right now.
What are you on the floor? Get the ball from the middle of the press breaker, guys. Offensively, don't force that 3. Work the ball. On the defensive end, you're losing your men. When you force kills, let it happen on the over. Don't let it happen.
Go back door. You're gonna bite the feet.
Let's go, fellas.
Come on.
Northwest has hit their last 6 shots. They're now shooting 9 of 15 for 60%. They're a streaky team, and right now they are riding a real hot streak.
They're definitely in a hot streak, and when the points come that quickly, that's enough to break the back of the opponent if they can't defend that quickly and try and get some points on the board themselves.
We do have to remember the last contest between these two, though, where Clarenceville was behind 22 points at one time.
And the Trojans bring the ball up again against full court pressure. There's McEwen, a nice layup.
Beautiful lay-in. Clarenceville's just got to control the turnovers. They're up to 8 turnovers now to Northwest 1.
Harrison tries to feed to Ulrich, but he loses it out of bounds.
Harrison is a junior stepping up in here, and he's still struggling to sometimes get his confidence. He looks for a lot of passes that just aren't there sometimes.
Here's Collage down on the baseline with a nice 2-pointer. And it looks like the Trojans are starting to solve this full court pressure. They've been able to bring it up against the last 2 possessions against that pressure.
They did. Up in a travel on Lemke. Clarenceville definitely calmed themselves down during that timeout.
Well, Clarenceville has closed the lead down to 6. Let's see if they can get another bucket here. That's Scarelli. He's trapped there, but he gets the ball away. Beautiful shot there by number 33. That's John Collage. And the lead has been cut down to 4. So they went into that timeout, decided to do a few things, have been able to come out and cut the lead from 10 down to 4. Here's Ulrich now, the center with the ball up at the lane. Lemke from out front. Oh, he hits another 3-pointer.
Hello. He is unconscious.
John Collage handling out front now for the Trojans. Mark Scarelli with the ball. And the Crusaders are playing a tight man-to-man defense. Here's Mark Collage driving down, drawing a foul, so he'll go to the line for 2. We've got 42 seconds to go.
Ulrich has got to go straight up on this one. He's leaning in, and he got a big piece of the man. These Crusaders are having a real difficult time stopping the offense of Clarenceville. Clarenceville's just got to control the game themselves. They got to stop those turnovers.
Mark Collage gets the first one. He'll get a chance now to cut this lead down to 5 points. And coming into the game now for the Northwest Crusaders, that's number 44, Tim Carpenter. And Mark Collage hits them both. It's a 5-point lead for the Northwest Crusaders with 42 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Tim may help the Crusaders underneath. He's got a big wide body, and he likes to use it under there.
And they tried to feed it inside, but the Trojans steal the ball. Traveling called on Mark Collage.
Another turnover. Turnovers are killing this team right now.
Steve Lemke will inbound the ball for the Crusaders with 32 seconds to go in the first quarter. That's Harrison in the corner. And let's see if the Crusaders will hold it for 1 or take the first shot that they get. Lemke's been lighting it up from outside. Will he look for his shot? So it looks like they're being patient. They're going to take it down to 1. Ryan Sheldon and Lemke handling out front for the Crusaders. There's Lemke in the corner. He takes his shot. Oh, in and out. Carpenter on the rebound. Picks it up strong.
Oh, what a workhorse. Excellent at the buzzer.
Well, you can't ask for anything better to end the half, run the clock down, get a good shot, doesn't go in, but you get the offensive rebound and you put it back in for 2.
They showed real good patience on that one, and that's what this team needs. They've got to be patient. See Carpenter get the rebound on this one, and he goes right back up for the hole. He knows he doesn't have much time, and he's looking for 2.
Man, we're not getting any help side. And then when we do, Brad's got to end up fouling. Okay, what I want you to be doing is I want you to be doubling out here in the wing area. Doubling out in the wing area and make sure we got the rotation. Got to get the doubles on the man. I talked about that before. Now is when we got to have it. Right now. Right now. Here we go. Let's go. Come on, gentlemen. Come on. Keep the intensity up. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, Red.
And next week, it's the Battle of Royal Oak as the Kimball Knights take on the Dondero Oaks. That's our game of the week next week, Saturday and Monday at 7 p.m. on Channel 63. And we're ready for the start of the second quarter here with the home team, the Northwest Crusaders, leading 27-20. And the second quarter is underway. We've got Jeremy Harrison handling out front for the Northwest Crusaders. And we've got the Trojans coming out with a man-to-man defense. That's Ryan Sheldon handling out front, trying to drive the lane.
There's
Pass to Lemke.
Not this time.
And here's Corelli breaking the ball down for the Trojans. McEwen out front to Collage. Nice lay-in by Mark Collage.
Collage is having another strong game tonight.
Scott, we are seeing a good game here tonight. A lot of action, a lot of scoring so far.
And we've seen good shooting in the first quarter. Clarenceville had 57% from the field, and Northwest just barely beat them out with 61%.
That was Brent Smith making a move in the lane there, taking the shot. But the Trojans come away with the rebound. Mark Collage on the wing. Doesn't make a good pass. And that's Steve Lemke stealing the ball. Referee has called a foul.
The foul looks like it was after the steal.
And the foul is going to go against John Collage of the Trojans.
We'll see that here once again. Lemke hustles in to get to this ball. And the Clarenceville player just gets there a little bit too late, reaching in to get him.
And while we were watching the replay, Jason Rubel has entered the game, and Tim Carpenter sits down for the Crusaders. Here's Scarelli bringing the ball up for the Trojans.
The Crusaders are having a little bit more success than Sheldon's up there at the point.
Beautiful feed to Mark Collage.
Again. There's Collage again. We're hearing that name all night long. They have got to find a way to shut him down underneath.
Oh, nice move by Jason Rubel. He gets fouled, so he'll go to the line for two.
Rubel's definitely having a good game underneath. That's the third time he's gone strong to the hole and got fouled every time.
And coming into the game now for the Northwest Crusaders, that's Jamie Grund. And that's Jeremy Harrison sitting down.
Keep an eye on Grund there. He's been out sick for a few days and may have a tough time playing too many minutes in this one.
And Rubel sinks his first free throw. 4-point lead here for the home team, 28-24. And he sinks them both. 5-point lead for the home team. 6:32 to go in the second quarter. Mark Collage makes a feed to John Collage. John Collage lays it in. And there's Grund out front. Ryan Sheldon now to Lemke. Grund takes his first shot. Off the rim. Brent Smith with a nice rebound. Puts it down, the basket counts, says the referee.
Chance for a three-pointer here. The Trojan defender thought he had position this time, but not quite. Smith grabs the rebound, goes right back up for it. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, folks. I think the refs would like to see that one again.
But Scott, we're seeing the Crusaders doing a good job on the offensive rebound. Both Brent Smith and Tim Carpenter, when he were in, got some good offensive rebounds for the Crusaders.
Let's see that one more time. I want to look and see what I see in that. Definitely a good job by Smith to get the rebound, but looks like he went into the man a little bit. He was looking for contact on that one.
Yeah, he definitely gave him a shoulder on that one. The Trojans now in their half-court offense.
There's Collage open in front. They can't let him get there.
And it looks like the Crusaders have switched up their defense. They've gone to that 2-3 zone.
White ball.
And the Trojans throw it away.
A little bit too strong of a pass in there. Collage couldn't get a handle on it.
Ryan Sheldon now bringing the ball up for the Northwest Crusaders. Run tried to feed it inside, but he loses it. Scarelli comes away with the Trojans. There's Collage in the corner. Scarelli for three. Looked more like a brick.
He's gonna break the backboard if he throws any more of those.
Grun makes a nice move down the baseline. Once away, the Crusaders throw the ball
Collage
away.
open on the breakaway.
Beautiful layup
Two
by
more.
Mark Collage. Nice feed by Scarelli on that. They ran a beautiful break.
We haven't seen too much running by the Clarenceville team, but when they do run it nice. They're a young team, mostly juniors, but they sure do have a lot of composure out there.
And there's Lemke once again, puts another three-pointer down.
They have got to get on him. They can't leave him open like that, or he's going to be scoring upwards of 20 and 30 points.
Scarelli bringing the ball up for the Trojans. They'll work against the 2-3 zone. They're looking for Mark Collage down inside. But he's having a tough time getting open. John Collage feeds inside. Beautiful pass and a nice lay-in by Mario Ivazai.
Ivazai definitely has a size advantage, and they've got to use that.
Looked like Jamie Grun had a notion to spot up from three.
You know, Coach Law had told us before the start of the game that his Crusaders like to shoot the three, and we're definitely seeing that tonight. They've got 5 3-point baskets already. The Clarenceville's 1.
And coming into the game now for the Northwest Crusaders, that's 45 Brad Ulrich. Ball is going to go out of bounds to the Northwest Trojans. They're down by 5, 35-30. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And there's Scarelli driving the baseline. Feeds it inside to Collage, but he loses it, and the Crusaders come away.
Sheldon with some good ball handling there.
Ulrich is open inside. Nice move.
Came up a little short.
Oh.
There's Smith again
Brent
underneath.
Smith once again on the offensive board.
He is a hard worker, that Smith. He uses every pound he's got to get that ball and get it back up to the hole.
So Brent Smith will now go to the line to see if he can complete the three-point play.
Smith is a junior for the Crusaders and really came on this year. He's really learning how to play that game underneath.
Smith puts it down. 38-30 is the score. Home team in the lead. And it looks like the Crusaders are content now to stay in that 2-3 zone. It's been working for them. And there's John Collage on the wing with the ball. Kick ball, says the referee. It'll stay with the Trojans. And the Trojans come back to work up against the 2-3 zone defense of the Crusaders. Feeds it inside to Mark Collage.
Got the foul, but couldn't get the basket that time.
So Collage will go to the line to shoot two.
Collage tries a little leaner on this one and couldn't quite put in the hole, but he definitely has an eye for the basket. You can tell that guy is a scorer. Tried to kiss it off the glass, but just couldn't put it home.
And Collage makes the first one of two.
He's got a real nice touch at the line. Yeah, it looked like Scarelli was in a little early on that one, and he was.
Oh, the referee called a violation on the Trojans, so they won't get that second free throw.
Yeah, you can see Scarelli. He got a little bit anxious at the line.
And there's Coach Rob White looking a little intense there for the Trojans. And the Crusaders worked it out front. That's Jason Rubel feeding inside to Brent Smith. Smith goes in strong, lays it off the glass. And it looks like he's going to have a chance for another three-point play.
Smith is earning every one of those points he's getting tonight. Watch the move underneath here to get underneath the defender and put the ball up to the basket. Oh, that's concentration. His eyes were on that hoop the whole time.
You know, the Trojans are letting Smith come in and set up inside, and no one's putting a body on him, or they're not trying to get in front of him to deny that pass. And there's Coach Rob White of the Trojans giving instructions. Completes the three-point play. And into the game for the Trojans is Jokai. And out of the game for the Trojans is Mark Collage. So that's some scoring going to the bench.
Let's see if Scarelli can pick it up a little bit here.
Here's the skip pass. John Collage for three.
Ozzy working hard there, putting pressure on Ulrich after getting that rebound.
And the Crusaders have a 10-point lead. Lemke throws an air ball.
Ugly looking air ball.
Oh, Brent Smith once again. This time he doesn't make it. But he's doing a job on the inside for the Crusaders.
Scarelli pulling down the rebound that time. Oh, Coach Lawhead didn't like that one.
Once again, the Trojans go to that skip pass, trying to open up the wing.
Scarelli looking like he wanted that.
And looks like this 2-3.
Couldn't resist that one.
Oh, nice shot by Mark
You can count that
Scarelli.
one in the book. You could tell he was going to shoot that all the way.
And Scott, I was just about to say, it looks like the 2-3 zone has really posed a problem for the Trojans. They're having difficulty getting a good shot against that 2-3 zone.
They're having a hard time getting it inside, too. And with Mark Collage on the bench, that could be one of their problems. Over here, we see Jason Rubel again, and look at him going to the hole. Again, the Trojan player looked like he was set, but the ref's got a better eye than we do.
And we are seeing a high-scoring game here. It's 41-34 in favor of the Crusaders. If this tempo keeps up, we could see a score into the 80s.
It's everything we hope for here. These teams are definitely going right at each other. There's no holding back here tonight.
And Jason Rubel sinks the first one. He's got one more coming. Jason Rubel, 2 for 2 at the line. Opens up a 9-point lead for the Crusaders.
Let's see if the Trojans can crack this Crusader defense this time. John Collage wide open.
Collage makes a nice move to the inside.
Beautiful,
Nice shot.
beautiful. He's taken up right where his cousin left off.
We've got less than 2 minutes to go here, 1 minute and 36 seconds. And that's a foul against Jokai.
Jokai was all over him. Got a little too carried away here, though, and bumped Sheldon.
Good acting job, you think, there by Ryan Sheldon as he fell out of bounds to draw that foul?
Yeah, he threw himself pretty far on that one. He was bumped, but not that strong.
So he's going to shoot 1 and 1.
Jokai is only 145 pounds. I don't think he could knock him that hard if he wanted to.
Ryan Sheldon sinks the first.
We're waiting to see when Coach White's going to bring Mark Collage back in the game. The Crusaders could not stop him.
And Sheldon sinks them both. 9-point lead here for the Crusaders. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. And the Crusaders stay in that 2-3 zone defense. Collage trying to penetrate. And the Trojans moving it around out front on the perimeter. Here's Scarelli.
Couldn't get it. Oh! It's a good hustle by John Collage to get in on that one.
And let's see who the referee calls this foul on. I think it's going to go against the Crusaders. Looks as though he was pointing at number 40, Brent Smith.
Smith was trying to get this rebound, but just didn't have position on it this time. Got over top of Jokey.
Here's John Collage out front trying to drive down the lane.
And if this one comes down to free throws tonight, we're definitely not seeing an advantage either way. Both teams shooting excellent. Clarenceville 80%, and Northwest 91% shooting 10 of 11.
And Scarelli handling out front for the Trojans.
There's
Collage
the
takes
triple try.
a shot.
Count it, count it.
Nice shot there by John Collage.
Kalaj is starting to find his mark, and the Crusaders need to call a timeout, settle down.
And the Crusaders are up by 6. We've got 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter. So let's see now if the Crusaders are going to design a play for these last 40 seconds and try to come away with a bucket before the end of the half.
They showed some real good patience at the end of the first quarter with short time and held it and got a bucket at the end for 2.
Okay. Listen to me. When we get the ball back, if it's more than 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever, we're going one shot. But keep watching time, now keep it posted. I think they're going to go one shot right now, too. Just play good D, no foul. John Kalaj, you've got 2. I don't need a third, okay? I don't need a third from you. Play smart. When we get the ball back, we're going for 1. Unless we're going to fast break layup, we'll take that. Good defense now. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Okay, Coach Rob White instructing his team to play good defense. He doesn't want John Kalaj to get another foul. He has 2, so he says he doesn't need a third one from him. Just wants him to play good defense and see if they can keep them from scoring. He thinks they're going to try and hold it for 1.
With the scoring abilities of both of these teams, defense is definitely a key tonight.
Lemke inbounding to Ryan Sheldon. Let's see what the Crusaders have planned out here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to slow it down and try for that last one. And you can bet there's a good chance it'll be a 3, too.
They're running a nice little weave here. Lemke will be coming out top for the ball. And we'll see Ryan Sheldon coming out top. 15 seconds to go. They should be looking for a shot.
They got to watch Lemke. They got to watch him.
They're trying to open up Lemke in the corner. Oh, and John Kalaj has done what his coach asked him not to do, which was not to get a third foul.
Exactly what we heard Coach White tell him. You've already got 2. We don't need a third. And this time he tried a little bit too hard. Lemke bobbled this ball. Kalaj felt he could get it, but I'm afraid not. He got a piece of Lemke instead.
So we have Steve Lemke going to the line, shooting 1 and 1. 8 seconds left. The Crusaders with a 6-point lead, 45-39.
And we'll see if Lemke can keep the Crusaders going here at the line, shooting or making 10 of 11. Make that 11 of 12 now.
So Lemke puts down the first one. I was wondering if maybe this was going to be too close for Lemke. Most of his shots have come from 3-point range.
He's definitely got to adjust to where he normally shoots.
And Lemke,
nothing but net on that second one.
Puts both of them down. Let's see if the Trojans can get a quick shot. 3 seconds to go. Scarelli goes up.
Pointer. Oh, good.
And Scott, we have seen an exciting first half of basketball. The Northwest Crusaders have come out. They've run and they've gone. Steve Lemke has been hitting from 3-point land. And they're coming away now with a nice lead, 47-39, up by 8 here at halftime.
But the Trojans have stayed with them the whole way. They're definitely both very potent offensive teams, and we're seeing that tonight. That's an excellent first half score for both teams.
And here we are at halftime with the score 47-39. The Northwest Crusaders leading the Clarenceville Trojans. And we're back at Northwest High School here in Rochester Hills for the game between the Northwest Crusaders and the Clarenceville Trojans. And the Crusaders are leading at halftime, 47-39. Let's take a look at the stats here, Scott.
Looks like Clarenceville's had a little bit of the edge on shooting percentage, but Northwest has thrown up a few more shots. So Clarenceville's got them 62-50 at the line. Big
Both
story
teams.
is Northwest. 92%, but having shot 12 shots and making 11, that's made a big difference on the scoreboard.
And Clarenceville has also got 12 turnovers. That's 5 more turnovers than the Northwest Crusaders. And that has figured into the score with the Crusaders leading by 8 here at halftime.
That's definitely hurting them. Clarenceville had a big edge in rebounding, 9-1 at one point, but it looks like Northwest has picked it up inside with the play of Tim Carpenter and Brent Smith and gotten even.
Who was the dancing guy?
Look at this guy.
Here?
That's a dancing elephant, it looks like, out there.
Halftime entertainment here at Northwest.
Oh, and he's getting in the way of the players. Get him off the floor. I wonder if they hire him out to parties.
And we've got the start of the second half here. Going into the third quarter, the Crusaders will be inbounding the ball. And Steve Lemke had quite a first half there, scoring 16 for the Crusaders.
His average is only 10.5 a game, so he's definitely on fire tonight. Sheldon with a strong move to the hole.
So Ryan Sheldon opens up the scoring here for the Crusaders, puts them up by 10. Scarelli out to Collage. John Collage and Mark Collage are both into the game for the Trojans. And John Collage got that third foul just before halftime, and Mark Collage was sat down to protect him from foul trouble.
Well, they're doing a majority of the scoring for the Trojans. 16 for Mark and 11 for John, and here comes Sheldon again.
Ryan Sheldon made a nice steal and tried to drive all the way, but he was fouled down the lane.
That's definitely what you like to see a guard do when he makes a steal. He headed right for the hole. He was in the lead, and he didn't slow up at all. He knew he was either going to get a layup or get fouled.
Okay, Lemke to inbound the ball now for the Crusaders. There's Sheldon.
Fouled his shot, but couldn't get it with Scarelli getting to the rebound first.
And Scarelli brings it up for the Trojans. It's John Collage. Let's see if they can get Mark Collage on track here. He led them in the first half with 16 points. Scarelli from three-point land doesn't go down. And that's McEwen slapping the ball away, so the Crusaders will get it out of bounds. Lemke and Ryan out front. And as we can see, the Trojans open up in the man-to-man defense. Harris for three, doesn't go down.
Not quite.
Beautiful rebound. Beautiful rebound by Brad.
Excellent rebound. That's the way you got to play under there. And again, the Crusaders have come back from a poor rebounding start. They're really working hard underneath the boards now.
And Scott, I want to take this time to talk about Brad Ulrich, being that he just got the rebound and just got the steal. He carries a 4.0 grade point average.
He definitely does, and he was an all-state shot putter and honorable mention all-state soccer player.
Oh, there's Harrison putting down a three-pointer for the Crusaders.
The Crusaders like that three-point shot, and Harrison's now a threat from out there.
And the Crusaders are up now by 14 here in the third quarter. And Scott, you know, the third quarter is so crucial to teams. It's really indicative of who can come out and put the pressure on right away and score right away. Some teams come out very lackadaisical and get far behind and never come back.
Last time these two teams met, Northwest did have a 14-point lead at halftime, but that didn't matter. The Trojans came back strong to win that one, 75-72, and here's Harrison on the break.
Harrison lays it in. Beautiful fast breaker by the Crusaders.
And Clarenceville is forced to call a timeout as the Crusaders come out on fire this half.
And the Trojans have to call a timeout to slow this thing down. We've got a 17-point lead here by the Crusaders in the third quarter.
This is the up-tempo game that both coaches were looking for, but it's favoring the Crusaders right now.
They're making their points. 32 and 23 are the ones that are shooting their threes. Watch them on the threes. No fouls, get the boards, push the ball up the court. They're tentative right now. Now's the time to go for it. Now's the time to go for it. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, Red.
Telling his team to push it up. Now's the time to go for it. And to keep on top of what's going on in Oakland County, tune into the Oakland Press Perspective. The editor of the Oakland Press, Neil Monroe, hosts this program. Watch it every Friday at 8:30 on 63.
Yep, there's Coach Lawhead, and he's definitely telling his team to don't slow it up at all. Let's keep pushing it, keep pushing it. That up-tempo game is what the Crusaders like.
And the Trojans will inbound the ball. They've got to try to find a way to slow down the Crusaders and also put some points on the board for themselves to cut into this lead. And that's John Collage out front to Scarelli.
Crusaders are protecting underneath the board with a 2-3 zone.
There's Mark Collage inside.
Mark
Beautiful
Collage.
feed by John Collage, and Mark Collage laid it in.
I knew it wouldn't be too long before we heard from him this half.
Here are the Crusaders now going against the man-to-man defense of the Trojans. Harrison looking. Starts down the baseline. Throws it back out to Lemke.
Not this time, but Ulrich again with the rebound.
And there's Mark Collage now coming down with the defensive rebound. It looks like Mark Scarelli was hit in the eye. He's shaking it off. It looks like he's going to be all right.
Looks like he was hit by his own teammate on this one. Let's watch the replay. Here's Lemke's three-pointer, which came up a little short. Ulrich with a strong rebound, but couldn't put it back in. And yes, right there, Mark Collage got his own teammate Scarelli right in the eye with an elbow.
Here's Mark Collage in the lane. Beautiful feed. No bucket.
No
the
basket.
Foul was before the shot. That was Mario Ivazai inside for the Trojans.
At 6'4", 210 pounds, it's good to see some strong play out of Mario there. I'm sure Bob White would like to see a lot more of that tonight.
That's right. They haven't gotten the ball into him much at all, but that's definitely where you want to go with the ball is inside. Let him put the ball up on the glass and maybe draw a foul also.
There's Harrison with a steal on the inbound.
Misses the layup.
Oh.
Nice steal by Harrison,
Mario
but he couldn't make the layup.
open.
Scarelli now out front. Drives down the lane, takes the shot. Rebound comes back to John Collage.
Play's getting a little scrappy right now.
Collage lays it up off the glass.
Beautiful move by John Collage.
Harrison goes over to Sheldon. Sheldon to Lemke. Lemke spots it up from three. That one doesn't go
coming
down.
up a little short this half, but he probably won't stop. You'll see him shooting those all game long.
And the Trojans are trying to push the ball up. Scarelli to Mark Collage. He draws the foul.
Good move to the hole. Crusaders have got to try to deny him the ball or he's going to inflict some real damage. Watch Scarelli. He's got his eyes open on this one. And Collage goes right at the hole, drawing the foul, but couldn't put it in.
And we've got a timeout out on the floor. Called by the Crusaders. And they're leading here by 13, 56-43. And we've got 3:45 to go in the third quarter. So let's go into the Clarenceville huddle now.
That's all we have to do. They can't stop us inside. Do you understand that now? They can't stop us inside. And they can't stop you from driving. And they can't stop you from driving. Knock these free throws down. And we're going to go same thing, man. Pick up one studio. Stick on it. Keep playing the D. He ain't as hot, is it? None of them are as hot. And they're getting tired, and they will continue to get tired. You stay within this lead right here going to the fourth. You can stay in that counter last. Let's go. Let's go. All three defense. One.
Go.
This month on Roadshow Video, Brad and Pat traveled to Industry in Pontiac to witness Nocturnal Fest. That's tonight on Roadshow Video, following the game at 9 p.m. on Channel 63.
And there in the huddle, we heard Coach White telling his team he feels the Crusaders can't stop him from driving or can't stop him at all inside. So we're probably going to see a lot more plays like that one we just witnessed, where Mark Collage got the foul and is at the line shooting two.
Mark Collage at the line, scored 16 in the first half. And he drops the first one. And that's a total of 19 now for Mark Collage. Let's see if he can add it to 20, and he does.
Just 2 points shy of his average, and with 3:45 left in the third quarter, I'm sure he'll reach that tonight.
Here's Harrison. Coming down the lane, Jason Rubel picked up a beautiful left-handed shot.
A nice move. Showing good confidence, that senior.
Scarelli now goes down the lane. Nice two-pointer by Scarelli.
Scarelli's doing exactly what his coach told him in the timeout. He's driving, and the Crusaders could not stop him.
Lemke, beautiful pass to Brent Smith, but Smith misses it.
He couldn't connect on that one, even though he's right underneath the bucket. You got to make those.
And we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Crusaders.
Both teams hustling hard for that ball.
And once again, Scarelli was trying to push it up.
Scarelli did this beautiful. He did not slow up. Came right after it, but unfortunately couldn't get it around his back. And a couple of players diving for it. There's Smith underneath. This time he connects on it.
Beautiful feed by Ryan Sheldon. He drove the lane, fed it off to Brent Smith, and Brent Smith, all he had to do was lay it in.
Smith is leading this team in scoring now with 14.6 points per game.
And there's John Collage from the wing putting down two.
Neither of these teams slowing it up.
Harrison looking for Smith on the inside. Smith makes a beautiful move.
Get up, Dom.
Lays it off the glass, but he doesn't lay it in.
And here come the Trojans. They're working it just as fast. John Kalaj.
Kalaj had that one blocked.
Lemke got a piece of that one. Oh, and Smith can't handle it. It drops out of bounds. Trojans get a break there.
So the Trojans will inbound the ball. They're trying to cut into this lead. Here's Scarelli spotting up.
Little short on that one.
Smith comes away with the rebound. Lemke now brings it up for the Crusaders.
He was looking at the three, but not this time. His last few misses may still be in the back of his mind.
And the Trojans are staying into that man-to-man defense. Here's Lemke looking for his shot. Nice shot. Nice two-pointer by Lemke.
He pulled up nicely on that one, showing he's definitely got range. He's not just a three-point shooter.
Okay, we've got less than 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 62-49, the home team is leading. And the Crusaders are content to stay in that 2-3 zone, but Scarelli spots up for three and he hits it.
If the Trojans keep that up, the Crusaders are going to have to pull out of that zone.
The lead is 10 now. Brent Smith on the inside once again.
Couldn't get it to fall.
The Crusaders are making nice feeds inside to Brent Smith, and Brent Smith is turning, making that move to the basket, and he's drawing the fouls, and that's exactly what you want him to do.
Smith does not hesitate at all when he gets that ball. He is thinking one thing, and that's go to the hole. And it's paying off for him. He's been at the line quite a bit tonight, and the way these Crusaders are shooting, they love it at the line.
10-point lead for the Crusaders, 62-52. And Brent Smith misses the first one. He's got one more coming.
Crusaders are hoping for a bit of shooting in the second half, just like they had in the first half. They ended up 12 of 13 from the line.
And it looks like the referee's over here doing some janitorial work.
Got a little bit of gum stuck out there on the floor. Maybe from that big guy that was dancing at halftime.
And Smith makes the second one. Trojans bringing it up quickly. Scarelli spots up for three. Rebound comes back to the Trojans. Inside to Mark Kalaj. Beautiful feed from McEwen.
Oh, and McEwen couldn't complete the play. A beautiful pass by Kalaj.
24!
Oh, Harrison with a nice shot.
These teams are working it up and down the floor. Kalaj with a gorgeous pass on that last time down the floor for the Trojans.
Okay, less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. Nice feed inside to Mark Kalaj. He goes up, sinks it.
Looks like Kalaj is starting to step forward and deciding that he's going to have to lead this team back.
And the Crusaders handling out front. Harrison tries to feed it inside, but the Trojans steal the ball and Scarelli brings it up. 28 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Let's see what the Trojans do this time on offense. They're going to hold it for one.
They're going to wait and see if they can get that last bucket.
It's an 11-point lead, 65-54. Clock is down to 12 seconds. Scarelli drives it in. Puts the shot up and he sinks it. Now they've got to hold the Crusaders. They've got enough time to get a shot off. And they do.
But net at the buzzer by Jason Rubel. He's having a good game for the Crusaders.
Now the Trojans did what they wanted to do, which was score a bucket, but then they allowed too much time to be left on the clock, and the Crusaders came down and got a nice bucket by Jason Rubel.
Neither of these teams seem to be too strong in defense. It makes for an exciting game, but...
Go back to a man.
Okay, let's go into the Northwest huddle.
Back to a man, no drives. You cannot allow them to drive now. Okay, 23 and 33 are starting to feel it. You've got to shut them down right now. You've got to shut them down right now. I want the doubles not to come from the post. The doubles have got to come from the wings. And yeah, I want you to double two, but don't leave 23 alone. Make sure you rotate or 33 either one. All right? You cannot be the ones to double. Gentlemen, you've got 8 minutes. Let's make sure it's your 8 minutes now. Hey, first three, last five. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go, Red.
And next week, it's the Battle of Royal Oak as the Kimball Knights take on the Dondero Oaks. That's our game of the week. Next week, Saturday and Monday at 7 p.m. on Channel 63. And Tim Lawhead was telling his team that it looks like Mark Collage and John Collage are starting to get hot, so he wants to make certain that they pay some attention to the Collage cousins.
And he was telling his team to try to stop the drive, but they couldn't stop Scarelli that time, but he couldn't put the ball in the hoop.
It's an 11-point lead for the Crusaders, so this is still a ball game with all the scoring we've seen.
Smith was open underneath, but the pass came a little late from Sheldon. Fortunately, a kick by the Trojans keeps the ball in the Crusaders' hands.
And the referee is demonstrating it was a kick ball.
Here we see it again. It kind of bounced there off of Scarelli's foot, it looks like.
Brent Smith on the inside. And we've got a foul on Mario Ivazai.
Oh, no, we've got an overrule. It is a jump ball.
Okay. So one referee calls a foul, the other one calls a jump ball.
Both Smith and Ivazi working hard underneath the boards, and that time the ref was overruled. It was a jump ball. Possession going to the Crusaders.
A lot of action underneath, and the Trojans come away with the ball. That's John Collage pushing it all the way. Mark Collage comes in for the rebound. But he loses it out of bounds.
Rolled out of bounds, goes to the Crusaders. Well, again, the Trojans are driving all night long. Here we see another drive, but they just can't capitalize on it. They need to finish off. They're getting good penetration, but can't put the ball down.
Brad Ulrich inside. Nice turnaround jumper by Brad.
I haven't seen too much of him tonight, but he's a sleeping giant. You don't want to awaken him.
Mark Scarelli out front. There's John Collage.
Crusaders are playing a little tougher defense. Now they're falling back into their zone.
And Scarelli sets the offense. They're looking for Mark Collage inside. Let's see if he'll take his shot. He does. Puts it in.
Give him 24 on the night. He had 28 last time against these Crusaders, and they haven't learned how to stop him yet.
And the Crusaders keep going inside to Smith and Ulrich. Crusaders come away with a
That's a two. It's what was on the line. That's only two.
And Jeremy Smith put that one, or Jeremy Harrison put that one down right in front
Steal
of
by
him.
Sheldon. He's on the break. Count it.
Nice layup by Ryan Sheldon. Once again, there's Mark Collage on the inside.
Give him 26. He's the high scorer for either team tonight. But he can't do it alone. He needs a little help from his teammates right now.
And there's Brad Ulrich inside once again. Mark Collage coming away with the rebound, pushing it up. 2-on-3-on-2 rebound. Pass break.
Oh!
McEwen puts it down, and the bucket will count.
Not a good time to foul. Not a good time to foul. Sheldon was not in position to stop him, and he still slapped him on the arm. We'll see it here on the replay. A beautiful pass by Mark Collage, and Sheldon just didn't get over there. He didn't have any chance to help out there.
And the Trojans had the numbers on that fast break. It was a 3-on-2. And McEwen was able to put it down. So we've got 5:59 to go here in the game. The lead is still 11 by the Northwest Crusaders.
There's Brent Smith sitting down to take a little rest, and Jason Rubel, who's also having a strong game, in for him.
McEwen misses the foul shot, and the Trojans can't afford to miss any free throws. There's Ryan Sheldon in the corner to Lemke.
Harrison for three.
Harrison puts it down.
The threes are definitely the story tonight, and Northwest has made a handful of them.
And the lead very quickly goes from 11 to 14. And John Collage out front, trying to make a move. Tries to go down the lane, but the
Northwest
defense is
shut
strong.
down the drive.
And
John
the Crusaders
Collage
steal the ball and come away with it. Pass inside to Brad Ulrich.
Couldn't convert the layup.
There's Scarelli, passes to Mario
And
Ivazai.
there's another chance for a three-point play for the Trojans. Mark Ivazi making the layup and getting hammered by Brad Ulrich. Here's a nice pass by Scarelli. Ivazi, who's been a little bit quiet tonight. Ulrich must have hit him with the body on that one.
And Mario Ivazai is at the line now trying to complete this three-point play.
Coach Lawhead puts Brent Smith back in for the Crusaders.
Once again, the Trojans miss a free throw. And that's Mark Collage with another two-pointer. Cuts the lead to 10.
He's equaled his mark last time he had against the Crusaders, 28 points now in both games.
And Collage comes away with the steal. The Trojans pushing it up. And it's McEwen driving down the lane, a reverse layup that doesn't go in. Ryan Sheldon with the rebound. Lemke bringing it up for the Crusaders. And the Crusaders are taking their time working against the man-to-man defense. Jeremy Harrison feels it. Oh! What a pretty three-pointer that was.
He's on fire. He's on fire, folks. Harrison
Mark Scarelli will try to answer him, and he does.
He does, right back in his face with Harrison giving him too much room there. And here comes the Crusaders.
It's a 10-point lead for the Crusaders. Lemke feeds it into Brent Smith. Smith to Jason Rubel.
For that one, but Rubel picks it up and dumps in two.
And Rubel did a good job of using the opposite hand that time.
There's Scarelli with another one. That's two back-to-back for him. This game is really starting to heat up here, folks.
And the lead is 9. There's Lemke spotting up from three-point land. Scarelli comes away with the rebound.
Scarelli looking hurt back here. He can't get down the floor.
There's John Collage driving, but missing off with the rebound as Mario Ivazai. He puts it down. It will count.
Ivazai is starting to make his presence known there underneath the basket. And the basket is good.
And if Ivazai makes this free throw, he can cut the lead to 6.
Ivazai coming underneath. Standing out by the three-point line, makes a nice drive. And again, driving is the key for the Trojans. The more they drive, the Crusaders aren't stopping them, and they're getting back into this game.
Ivazai at the line for one, trying to complete the three-point play. And he does.
Good concentration there.
And the lead is now 6 points. 3:28 to go here in the game.
Clarenceville's made 8 of their last 10 attempts, but they're having a hard time making up ground here as the Crusaders are also shooting quite well.
There's Ryan Sheldon driving the lane.
Again, defense is going to be the key tonight.
And there's Brad Ulrich on the inside. And we've got a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Mark Collage.
Trojans have definitely picked up the tempo on defense here, but that time they got a little bit too carried away. Collage reaching in from behind Ulrich, and I think he got him on the arm here. As Ulrich feeds it back out, it's going to come back inside. And let's watch Mark Collage coming from behind. Looks like he just bumped him with the body there, folks. Didn't look like too much of a touch, but the refs are making sure this one doesn't get out of control here tonight.
And Lemke feeds it inside to Ryan Sheldon. Sheldon takes the shot.
Ball lands on the line. Smith trying to save it, but couldn't quite get a handle on that ball. And it's Clarenceville's ball. Only down by 6 points with 3 minutes to go in the game.
And coming into the game now is Mario Ivazai for the Trojans.
The Crusaders have had a hard time winning the close ones this year. They've had 5 losses, and each one of those losses was only within 7 points. If it comes down to crunch time, you got to go with Clarenceville.
And the Trojans are down by 6. They've just called the timeout with 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And let's go into the Northwest huddle.
Go back to red. All right, go back to red. Now, watch if they send somebody long. Again, same thing. These two guys will take that one man, and then we still got this. All right, watch me coming up here, and by all means, I don't want to see anybody coming from here up to the middle and receiving that inlet for the press. All right, one time red, it's off unless you get a steal. One time red, you're off unless you get a steal. Now, on the other end, get the ball. You don't have to get it inside, but don't force it. I want the ball inside, but don't force it. If you got the outside shot, take it. By all means, take it. Go get him. Let's go.
Be deep on this play right now.
Let's go.
Transition is a program designed to give perspective pertaining to African American issues. Host Jeffrey Miller has conducted interviews with Louis Farrakhan, John Conyers, and Coleman Young. Watch Transition Saturday night at 10 on Channel 63.
You got to feel momentum is in the Clarenceville bench right now. They've cut this deficit to 6, and now they've got the ball and can cut it even more.
And the Crusaders came with a full court press that time. There's John Collage laying it off the glass.
Good
Mark Scarelli with the rebound. He puts it in.
The lead's been cut to 4 for Northwest.
Okay, Limke handling out front now for the Crusaders. That's Brian Sheldon, rather. There's Limke.
Comes up short on the 3.
McEwen with the rebound. And Scarelli tries to feed it.
Off a Crusader player, though.
And that was Scarelli trying to get it to John Collage, but the ball goes out of bounds off the Crusaders.
You got to see if these Crusaders can hold on to this thin lead now. They're not showing much emotion out there.
2 minutes and a half to go. And it's a 4-point lead. Scarelli tries for 3.
Almost.
That's Brad Ulrich with the rebound. Limke and Ryan Sheldon handling out front for the Crusaders. Jeremy Harrison.
He's been hot of late.
Ryan Sheldon looks like he wanted to spot it from 3-point land. And there's Brad Ulrich coming away with the ball. He puts it up. And the ball is out of bounds. It'll go to the Trojans.
Off of Smith on that one. And Mark Collage took a hard fall that time, banging the back of his head.
And the referee is going to check on one of the players. That's John Collage. No, that's Mark Collage.
Looks like he's shaking it off, and he's all right.
I'm quite certain he wants to play with just 2 minutes to go and his team down by 4. He wants to be in there.
He's definitely a gamer. He's not going to sit out of this one. They'll have to drag him off the court.
Mark Scarelli now to John Collage. John Collage driving. Oh, and he puts it up off the glass.
For 2.
Another timeout on the floor. We've got a 2-point lead with 1:48 to go. The home team is up by 2, but the Trojans have come back from a big deficit.
Here's John Collage again with the leader, and he gets that layup. These Trojans sure do have the Crusaders' number.
Listen to me now. Get yourself a good run. There's nothing new. Nothing new. Stick them defensively like you've been doing. No matter what they do, we come down, we get the shot we want. Whether it's 3 or 2, it doesn't matter. It's a shot we want. We have a lot of time left, and we have timeout left. So we have to force it. Be smart. You stay ball, get the mid up, stick somebody defensively, come down. You're tired. Go, guys. You're tired.
Go!
That's Coach Rob White telling them that the Crusaders are tired, and he wants them just to play smart and to get their shot.
And the Trojans have got to feel confident after coming back to defeat the Crusaders last game. Came back from at one point a 22-point deficit, and it looks like we're seeing a replay of that tonight here.
And we're seeing the Trojans coming out with some token pressure full court. They're not going to apply a lot of pressure. Going to try and get the rebound.
Convert.
Oh, and the ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to the Crusaders.
2 or 3 Trojans going up for the rebound, but neither one of them could get a handle on that one. Finally goes off their hands and out of bounds.
And the ball goes out of bounds to the Crusaders once again. And the Trojans just barely got on defense that time. Ryan Sheldon was wide open under the basket.
Both teams may be getting tired here. It's been a real hard-fought game. Oh, Smith's foot was way over the line that time.
I was about to say the same thing, Scott. Smith's foot was way over the line, and the referee did not see it.
They didn't see that one at all. Maybe we can pick it up on the replay here. Let's watch as Smith takes it out of bounds. Oh, can't see it there, but his foot was well over halfway over the line. He got away with one there. Now he's going to be at the line, it looks like.
He must be in the bonus. It's a 2-point lead for the home team. 1:28 to go here in the game.
That could be a very pivotal no call here in this game if Smith can convert these free throws.
And the referees are having some discussion here.
Looks like Coach White is getting ready to put a sub in the game.
Okay, coming into the game for the Trojans is Jokai.
Oh, and Jokai is coming in for
Mark Kalaj.
He must have fouled out on that one with Smith. Again, a very crucial one there where Smith had actually stepped out of bounds before the foul was called.
And Brent Smith makes the first one. And there's Mark Kalaj, who was just fouled out. And his team needed him. He needed his scoring.
Leads the game with 28 points. That's the same tally he had last time he played the Crusaders.
But the Trojans are within striking distance. They're only down by 3, and that's Marcus Scarelli going all the way.
Again, could not convert the drive. They've been driving beautifully on the Crusaders, but the Trojans can't put the ball in the hole.
Scarelli for 3.
Scarelli looks like he's stepping up and trying to take leadership of his team.
There's John Kalaj fighting for 3. No,
not short.
He's got his rebound. Oh, no foul on the play.
Oh, and there's a skirmish on the ground. The ref is going to call a foul.
I don't know, Scott. I think John Kalaj drew a foul on that drive. He just didn't get the call.
Real scrappy play underneath here. The ball was flying all over the place. Nobody could get a handle on it. And it does look like one of the Crusader players did foul Mark Ivazi.
57 seconds to go in the game. The lead is 3 points. So the Trojans are within striking distance. All they need is a 3 to tie it up.
Crusaders have played pretty clean. They're still not, the Trojans are still not in the bonus.
And the referee's having some discussion with Coach Rob White. I wonder what that could all be about, Scott.
Now both coaches are being called in on this conference. The ref is pointing up toward the clock. I wonder if some time has elapsed after the ref blew his whistle, or if they're discussing the bonus situation.
57 seconds to go here in the game. A 3-point lead for the home team. And we said there was a lot of scoring going on in the first half, and we thought we might have an 80-point game, and that's exactly what we got here. Scott, it's 82-79. The ball is out of bounds to the Trojans. Let's see what they can do with it. We pass it up top to Mark Scarelli. Scarelli drives in, takes the shot.
Shot does not fall, but he'll be on the line shooting 2. We'll have to wait and see the replay to see where the contact was on that. There were 2 Crusader players right there. Ulrich trying to gain position. Looks like it was Lemke coming in from behind him to hit him over the back.
And Mark Scarelli's going to go to the line for 2.
In the absence of Mark Kalaj, we can really see Mark Scarelli leading his team here. Let's see if he can bring him back, though, from this 3-point deficit right now with only 53 seconds left in the game.
And once again here, we've got some discussion going on the sidelines.
I believe that foul was called on Brad Ulrich, and he's fouled
5 on Brad. Brad Ulrich is fouled out. That's Jason Rubel coming into the game.
And with his size underneath, that could just open up a lot more driving for the Clarenceville Trojans here in the late moments of this game.
Let's see if Mark Scarelli can put down these free throws. Oh, once again, the Trojans missing their free throws. And they've missed some crucial ones here in this second half.
They've only converted 1 out of 4 in this 4th quarter. And that's definitely hurting you late in the game when you can't make it from the stripe.
And Mark Scarelli missed them both. And the Trojans
really
are coming with that
now,
pressure.
Folks.
The Trojans are trying now to come with some pressure. They fouled Jeremy Harrison with 36 seconds to go.
The refs are watching close for the contact.
And the ball's going to go out of bounds to the Crusaders. They're not in the bonus as of yet. 36 seconds to go here in the game.
Not much pressure from the Trojans on that inbound pass.
All the Crusaders have to do is run out the clock. And the Trojans should be fouling soon to try to stop the clock.
They're still allowing the Crusaders to control this game.
They're allowing a lot of time to run off the clock. And
that's got to be intentional. Come on. Oh, my. Didn't look like Collage was even trying to play the ball, and that is he bowled Smith over right here in front of us.
Well, Scott, we knew they had to foul soon.
You'll see him here. He just rolled him over like a freight train on that one. The crowd didn't seem to like that either. And that looks like we're hearing a signal of 5 fouls on John Collage come over from the scorer's table.
I think the scorekeeper's definitely trying to tell the ref that's 5 on John Collage.
Well, that's both the Collage cousins sitting out now. With only 17 seconds left, it does not look too good for the Trojans. This is going to be a crucial inbounds pass right now.
And coming into the game for the Trojans for the first time is Lukai. He's coming in cold. He's yet to be in the game. 17 seconds to go here.
Smith looks open towards the basket.
And that's McEwen drawing the foul, or getting the foul against Jeremy Harrison.
And the Crusaders are in the bonus now, so we'll see Harrison going to the line.
Are we in the bonus as of yet? That should do it, I believe. And Jeremy Harrison will go to the line for the Crusaders. 12 seconds to go in the game, and the Crusaders are up by 3.
Let's see how this Firehair Jr. handles the pressure being at the stripe when the game is near on the line.
Boom.
He had a lot of arc on that shot. That was sure one slick free throw and gives the Crusaders a 4-point lead.
And Jeremy Harrison has one more coming. I believe that the Trojans are going to call timeout if he hits this free throw.
Another pretty one.
And the Trojans are going to push it right up.
They're driving right down.
There's Mark Scarelli with 3. Well, they call time. They do get a timeout.
With 4 seconds left, the Crusaders hang on to a 2-point lead, and they'll have the ball underneath the Trojan basket.
So Mark Scarelli was able to make the 3-pointer, but he wasn't able to make the 2 free throws he had earlier, Scott. And that would have made a big difference in this game.
Next time he's at the line, you know, they have to back up a little bit and shoot him from 3.
You can't get, you gotta do wide receivers. You gotta do wide receivers playing great defense. Whoever man does go wrong, or whoever man comes to the ball, as soon as your man touches it, it's gotta be going for that steal to foul him. There can be only 1 second to go off that clock. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? As soon as your man touches it, you've got to go for the ball. Right, you're in for Mario. Check in. As soon as your man touches it, and before he touches it, you're fouling, going for the steal. You're fouling, going for the steal. You have no time out of that. Listen to me. Man, they shoot. As soon as they miss, I mean, you outlet to him. Get a pass to him. Fire it up. Okay?
There's Coach Rob White telling his team that no more than 1 second can go off the clock once the ball is inbounded. When the ball is inbounded, they've got to go for the steal and commit the foul right away so that no time goes off the clock, no more than 1 second.
And he's got his players with the best hands in there trying to make the steal and put up a shot at the buzzer.
And there's the foul, and they did exactly what they wanted to do. There's 3 seconds left on the clock. And I believe that's Jeremy Harrison who's going to come to the line.
And that's not the man they want at the line. He just can too, and he's got his confidence up.
Well, the pressure is on now. Let's see what he can do with the pressure on. And there's Jeremy Harrison about to go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
If he can ice both of these, he'll pretty much put this game away.
And here coming into the game for the Trojans is Mario Ivazai. They got to get some height up underneath the basket, so that if there's a rebound, hopefully they'll come away with it. 3 seconds to go, a 2-point lead for the Crusaders, 84-82. And he drains it.
A beautiful shot. That's a moon ball. That one got so high. That went into orbit. He puts a tremendous amount of arc on that ball, but he sure knows what he's doing. He's put 3 in a row here.
3 seconds to go. And he can ice it with this one if he puts it down.
Looks like that may be it. Clarenceville inbounding it. Scarelli takes a shot at the buzzer. No good.
And the game is over. But Scott, we have seen one great game here tonight. A lot of scoring, a lot of action, an 86-82 victory by the Northwest Crusaders over the Clarenceville Trojans.
It certainly was a good one tonight, and it's got to be a confidence builder for the Crusaders. They've really struggled with the close games, dropping a tremendous number of them this year.
The one thing we saw here from the Crusaders tonight, they have a team filled of players who can shoot from the outside, a good outside shooting team, and a team that goes to the line and makes their free throws.
Yeah, it was definitely a battle of two even teams here tonight. They both liked to run with it. They both were working hard, and it was a great game.
And we may have seen a different outcome if the Trojans had made their free throws in the fourth quarter. But they missed most of theirs when it was crucial. And we have a 86-82 game with the Northwest Crusaders, the home team. And it's always nice to win at home, coming away with the victory.
Definitely, Dave.
And there's our final score. The Northwest Crusaders defeating the Clarenceville Trojans 86-82.
You know, choosing a dog is a lot like choosing a car. First, you need to decide whether you're interested in a compact with 4 on the floor, a mid-size, stick optional, a deluxe with power steering. Is a new model more your style, or one with a few miles on it? And what about color? Is red, yellow, two-tone is very handsome. Of course, handling is important. And whatever you're looking for, we've got it. All makes and models, foreign or domestic. So come to our showroom today. You can even take one out for a test drive.
And we're back at Northwest High School here in Rochester Hills for tonight's final score. The Northwest Crusaders defeating the Clarenceville Trojans by a score of 86-82. And Scott, let's take a look now at the final stats here.
Definitely looking at field goals, Clarenceville had the edge, shooting 57%, but when you look at the free throws, that was the big difference here tonight.
The free throws made the difference, and also the turnovers. We see Clarenceville had 7 more turnovers than the Northwest Crusaders did. And once again, Clarenceville also, in that fourth quarter, missed 4 free throws that could have made the difference here.
Yep, Clarenceville went 1 for 5 in the fourth quarter, and Northwest 5 for 6, led by Jeremy Harrison's 4 for 4 from the line late in the game.
Okay, and now the leading scorers for tonight's game. We had Mark Collage leading the way for the Trojans with 28 points. Mark Scarelli also getting 24.
6 3-pointers by Scarelli there. Harrison led Northwest with 24 points, 19 of them in the second half.
And the key thing here for Northwest is Steve Lemke had 16 in the first half, only 2 in the second half. But then we had Harrison picking it up in the second half and scoring 19 for a total of 24.
He ended up with 4 field goals, 4 triples, and 4 for 4 from the line.
And here's the scoring by quarters, and as we can see, the Northwest Crusaders pretty much won every quarter except the last one, as Clarenceville went ahead and cut into that lead, and they only fell short by 4 points.
Story of a little too little, a little too late.
And for next week, it's the Battle of Royal Oak as the Kimball Knights take on the Dondero Oaks. That's our game of the week next week, Saturday and Monday at 7 p.m. on Channel 63. And once again, tonight's final score, 86-82, the Northwest Crusaders defeating the Clarenceville Trojans in tonight's game of the week. Thanks for listening. We're glad that you were able to watch our TCI Game of the Week tonight. I'm Dave Jones along with Scott Gunther saying good night with the rest of the TCI crew.